Okay, guys, today, welcome back, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching from. Today, I'm going to be joined by one of my favorite Black Irish broadcaster, a content creator. So, let me just invite him to the show so that we can begin. Anyways, so yeah, if you're just joining us for the first time, this is Wendy's World. Welcome. And normally we always start at 5 p.m. But yeah, today we changed the time because of one or two things. So kindly, guys, because okay, I'm just gonna invite him on as well so that we can start. Okay. Okay, Dango, I sent you an invite. Hey,
What's story, all right? How are you?
good yourself.
I'm chilling, just home,
Thanks for
just
coming
chilling.
on. Really, really a lot.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having
So
me.
how's done everything with you?
Yeah, listen, just getting on day by day, you know what I mean? The kids,
Yeah.
walk, going to the gym, just trying to be great in this life, you know what I mean? We're all trying out here, so that's me. That's me. How about yourself? How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Let me just say, yeah, you're actually one of my favorite Irish content creator. The
Ah,
first time
thank
I
you.
came across you, yeah, it was on Where's Your Head Up podcast. I
Yeah.
saw you on the way you were talking. I was like, if everyone can just be like this, you know,
Yeah,
your mind.
it's
Crazy.
not
That's
easy. It's not easy because when you speak your mind, obviously you're giving your opinion, yeah, and
yeah,
it's so raw and real. And you do get like, yeah, people will love it, but you do get people also that'll be like, shut the fuck up, what you talking about? You know what I mean? So you have to kind of deal with it both ways. It's a balance. So yeah, but
yeah.
I'll always keep it 100. I'll always keep it 100 with everything.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, for people that doesn't know you before, could you do like a bit of introduction just for everyone to know you?
Yeah, listen, my name is Goody Dongo. I go by the name of G Millie Dongo Productions. From Tala, I've been living, well, from originally, obviously born in Congo.
Yeah.
Living in Tala 24 years. I have two kids, you know. I'm just trying to be great, you know what I mean? Like I want people to look at me and they see hope, you know what I mean? I'm trying to give back to the youngest on my journey, you know. So yeah, that's me. That's me.
Okay, so I was like growing up for you, education and everything. How was it like for you?
Yeah, look, skill. Well, let me be honest with you, Wendy. I didn't give a rat's about skill, really, to be honest. I honestly didn't. I didn't give a bollocks about skill. But yeah, look, I went in and I got a scholarship to go to secondary school, and I was a very good footballer, So just really played football. I liked history and stuff and English. I was very good at that, but I
Yeah.
always had a dream just to be a footballer. It's always just going there, just from my parents and that. But my main goal was playing football. But yeah, that was it for me really for skill.
Oh, okay. So from the time I listened to your podcast with the guys from Ways Ahead, you were talking about you once lived in England, didn't you? Or
England? No, I was in
maybe
America. America.
very okay. So
Yeah,
if you were to compare that to Ireland, what would the comparison be like for you?
different worlds. It's different worlds. America, they are really open, as in like they think outside the box. Ireland, Irish people they don't like hearing this, but obviously I was with an Irish girl for 11 years, so I
Yeah.
seen like the difference in like how she was and friends are in America and stuff. Ireland have this attitude of Monday and get through to Friday, parties Friday, Saturday, curry Sunday, go again Monday. You know what I mean? But in America, they're
Yeah.
go getters. In America, obviously you don't have stuff like the dole, hap, these things to help you and stuff like that. You really have to go and get it if you want to
Yeah.
live a decent life. The class, the difference in class between rich, middle class, and poor is very vast. You know what I mean? So they're just over there like you're on survival mode over here. You know what I mean? They're just living
Yeah.
just to live for the weekend. Over there, if you're not getting it, you will suffer. That's the main difference. But here, look, I wouldn't change growing up here in Ireland. You know what I mean? My whole demeanor, my attitude, everything I get from Irish people. There's a lot of good from Irish people, which they're very kind and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, where in America, it's like the certain state like New York, they're very stuck up over there. You know what I mean? Irish people are great people. Like the respect they have, the love, all that. So yeah, that's the main difference I'll say really. Like obviously over there, the mentality is go get it. If you don't go get it, whether you're selling drugs or an entertainer, you're an athlete, whatever, you won't have anything in life here. You have support systems like the dole, all this, that, and the tour to help you. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Okay, when it comes to racism, how would you describe racism over there to you in Ireland?
See, because obviously I watch a lot of stuff, that to deal with racism. Obviously, I don't know if you
Yeah,
watch When They See Us, you
yeah,
watch Roots, you watch, Malcolm X, the story of like Martin Luther King. You see what goes on over there, Rodney King, all that type of stuff. It's a madness. Like obviously Ireland there's racism here, but it's not nothing compared to over there. Now, me personally, I didn't experience it over there. I was only over there for 6 months because y'all got injured and had to come back. But the level of racism over there in America, from looking at it from afar, is a joke. You know what I mean? You get killed for literally being black. You get
yeah,
killed. Like your
yeah.
skin color can get you killed. You know what I mean? So it's only really, in my opinion, I don't know if you're aware of obviously the George and Kencho death. That for me
Yeah.
personally, it was a racial attack. You know what I mean? Me personally, well, it's not as common over here that you'll see a black person killed by the police just for being black. Um, and the systemic racism and the overt racism, all that type of stuff. It's not as heavy as over there from here.
Okay, so what prompted you like to start a podcast?
See, I'm basically doing what you were doing, Wendy. We're in lockdown, obviously, and I was going through a breakup, and
Yeah,
what I'm doing right now, drinking. I was drinking every day, and my head was gone. You know what I mean? Like, and there was one time where obviously I come from a big family. There was like six of us. I'm the oldest of six, and there was one day I just had a fight with one of my brothers. I had a bad fight. I had to move because I was moved out with my daughter and my ex, and I'm at to move back to my ma's.
yeah,
Headspace wasn't running 27. I don't know where I'm going with my life. Lockdown, all that type of stuff. And I had a fight with one of my brothers, and I just went to my cousin. My cousin lives in Selbridge, and I went there for like a week. And there was this guy. He's an entertainer from the UK. His name is Donny. And I was watching his lives every day. He was doing like talent shows. He's Congolese like myself. So obviously in the comment section, like there was banter there. People coming on, they're slagging people. Da 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 da. Good laugh, good crack. And I said, you know what? Could I do something like this, like a music talent show? Because I'm very like people know me from the area, and I know some talented people.
yeah,
So I came back to Caledon, got my notepad and pen, I started texting. I was like, listen, if I did a music show, I'm gonna give away €200. Would you do it? People were saying yes, we're saying yes, we're saying no, whatever, blah blah blah. Then it started. Then I did the music show. It was a success. It was a great. Then I seen Donnie. Then he was doing interviews like with footballers and whatever. So I said, oh, that'd be cool. Let me do that as well. So I have a lot of footballer friends. Got them
yeah,
all on. Was doing interviews with them and talking that and that. Then it became debate shows. We were talking about cheating. We were talking about relationships, marriage, da 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 da. And I just started interviewing people. I went away from footballers. I started talking to gym instructors. I started talking to makeup artists. I started talking to influencers, eyelash people, all that. And then I used to always just say like, one day I'm gonna start a podcast. We're gonna like, we're gonna do this on a bigger level. You know what I mean? Instead of Instagram live, it's just whatever. But we're gonna do
yeah,
this bigger and better. So then fast forward a couple of months, we're in December now, and a fire happens in my mom's house, and we all have to move. We have to scatter. We all move, and we end up back together in one house. It was abandoned. Like this place was very bad. My girlfriend's pregnant. There was only a bed for me and her. My mom and dad were on the floor. Brothers and sisters were on mattresses. All this rubbish. My life was in tatters. Like, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
with that, I stopped doing my lives. All this, basically what you're doing, literally what I was doing. And then, but at the end of the year when you do your New Year's resolutions and you write like, oh,
yeah,
I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I basically had, this is at my worst. I'm gonna start a podcast. Fast forward March, I move out. I'm in this beautiful home now, as you can see. Um, I get a phone call off one of the guy that's managing me now. I get a phone call, and he's like, "Oh, my brother does a podcast. Do you want to go on it?" He was supposed to go on it that day, but he wasn't really in the mood to talk. And I was just like, I just had a shower. The Euros was on. I was like, I'm not really in the mood to go to a podcast. You know what I mean? Like, so my missus
yeah,
was heavily pregnant as well at the time. So just, you know, it was just something inside me was telling me, you need to do this. You've been doing Dongo Productions, but you've stopped for like 5 months because obviously the fire, she's pregnant, everything was going wrong in your life, da 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 da. I went to my girlfriend and said, should I do this podcast? Like, she's like, oh, listen, just go and do it. Just give it a try. This can get you back doing like your content on the Dongo Productions page. So I ran Smiley back. I said, Smiley, look, okay, I'm going to go do it. Come pick me up. Picks me up now. On the way to this podcast, where's your head at? I'm ranting. Like, I'm just ranting because obviously I have a chip on my shoulder. What's been happening the last couple of weeks, months, all this shit I've been through. She's pregnant. I'm having baby mama drama with the other woman that I have a kid with. Everything. I'm just going, Mom, like, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this, I'm going to say this. Right? I get there. I meet Tommy for the first time, yeah? I know David. I went Astro with David, Smiley's brother, whatever. And it was just a vibe. It was just like everything, as I'm speaking to you and I'm being how I am, they were just kept laughing. So it calmed me down. I was just like, okay, some of the shit that I came here to say, I didn't even say, I just started making them laugh. They were asking where you're from, what you spend on the night out, talking about girls, da 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 da. And then boom, I hit them with a punchline. I stuck it in and I was gone. Wendy, it went on TikTok and this thing went viral, bro. Every meme page, every TikTok, bro, people from UK, artists, musicians, bro, it went crazy to the
That
point
was how
where,
I started. That was how I started
yeah,
as well. I had to go on YouTube and watch the full video.
yeah, I was like, what? And then Smiley rings me, it hit like 1 million views on TikTok, yeah? Imagine now, listen, I'm just a boy from the council estates. All I know is football. I don't know any of this social media. I've
Yeah,
tried social media, you know what I mean? Not too
yeah,
heavy with it. But I just went and I was just being myself. The thing got
yeah.
1 million views, 2 million views, 3 million views. Just kept going up. Smiley goes, you need to take advantage of this. You need to think of something. So we met up with Smiley and Dave, his brother. We had a meeting. And then we just said, look, we're going to do this show, da 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 da. And then, yeah, that was the making of me. Stuck it in, I was
Okay.
gone, and here I am.
I if I speak. Because I feel like, why? You could have named something that you could have called it Dungle, some podcast, something, but why if I speak?
Why, if I speak? So, there's a football manager called Jose Mourinho, yeah? Famous
Yeah,
manager, very successful. And he, obviously, football managers, when things don't go right, they're in an interview. And he often speaks his mind, but he always gets fined. So, a football manager can get up to fine up to £50,000 or whatever. So, there's one interview he did. If I speak, I'm
yeah,
in big trouble. That's what he said. So basically, if he says what he says, he's gonna be in trouble. So I don't know if you use Twitter, but on Twitter, something controversial could happen, yeah, and people will be like,
yeah,
if I speak. So that means if you say if I speak, you're about to say a madness. Do you get me? Like for instance, if I know, say for instance, you know my girlfriend Amy, yeah, and you know I cheat on Amy. You see me every week, I cheat on Amy, and
yeah,
someone asks you, Wendy, is Goody a good guy? Does he cheat on Amy? And you turn around. If I speak, that means it's a madness. You get me? Because my podcast, I don't want my podcast to be all friendly and jokey. I
yeah,
want to talk about
yeah,
topics that people are afraid to talk about. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
topics that can get you cancelled, all that type of shit. Let's have a conversation. Do you get me? Like, for
yeah,
instance, in season 2, I'm trying to get a gay person on. We know what it's like with gay people in our community. There's a stigma there. No, let's talk about it. Let's see. Okay, you're gay. How did you like navigate that with your parents? How did your friends feel? How did your parents feel? Do you know what I mean? Like, what made you
yeah,
come out? You're brave. Let's have these conversations. I'm gonna talk to a traveler. Travelers, we can talk about racism with us, but I grew up with travelers. You know what I mean? Like, and I know they face discrimination as well. Let's
yeah,
talk about it. You get me? Fabu D, bro, you're going around like I don't like what you go around like how you talk and talk. Let's talk about it. If I speak, let's talk. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what it's called if I speak.
Oh, okay, okay. And during the process, was there any like setback for you, like maybe in the middle, make you want to give up or something that just, do you experience any setback at all?
See with me, Wendy, I tell you, I've had a lot of setbacks in my life. And what led me to this point, yeah, I can never give up. I can never give up. Now I have, especially now with my son now being born, I had 2 kids now, Wendy. You know, obviously I went to America to chase a dream. And let me not lie to you, I was a very good footballer, excellent footballer. And obviously I got a terrible knee injury and I came back and it took me a while, you know, I couldn't, like I was trying to get work, I couldn't get work, struggling. Then I finally 2017, my mum told me this, right? Because I remember people start going on holidays, people were doing this, people were doing that, and I was always at home. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't really doing that, no money, nothing. Yeah, my mother always told me, "Goody, you don't pray." I was thinking in my head, "Man, what's God gonna do for me right now?" Do you know what I mean? Like, there was one day I was really at rock bottom, and I said, "You know what? Let me try this prayer thing." You know what I mean? Like, I asked God for this, just a stable job where I'm working like 30 hours, 40 hours a week, where I know what I'm getting every week, and um, just basically, and then to move out of my mom's house because I didn't want to live in my mom's house anymore. Because obviously with the kid and that, Wendy, in the space of 6 months, all that happened. Do you get me? So
Yeah.
with that, every time I face adversity, like I just told you, my mom's house set fire. Like I went back to my mom's house. I was sleeping on my mom's couch with my pregnant girlfriend on the other couch for 6 months. Look at us now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I always face adversity, but I always in my head, I'm like, I will
Yeah.
overcome this. You know what I mean? I have God.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop me. I have God. Nothing can stop me.
Yeah.
Nothing. You get me? So
Yeah.
that's my thing.
Okay, good. And what advice would you give to someone that's an upcoming that has this kind of idea in their head? What advice would you give to them if they come to you?
Me, I always say, listen, don't. The thing with people, right? What we do, yeah, we always look at short term gains. We never look at the long term. Like
Yeah.
me right now in this game that I'm in, I'm doing my podcast. I'm very popular. Everything's popular. I'm doing well, whatever. Yeah, but I'm not making no money right now. I'm still working.
Yeah.
Wendy, people come up to me in town and say, "Oh my God, love your podcast. You're gonna blow. You're famous. You're gonna do this. You're gonna do that." Wendy, I get the bus to work every day. On top of the league card. Do you know what I mean? Fucking
Yeah.
hell. And they're calling me I'm famous. No, I know it's a journey. So with that journey, block out distractions. Like, don't, I know it's cliche. I know it's
Yeah.
cliche, but like literally, don't let people limit you. Do you know what I mean? Like, do not let people limit what you can do. If you say I want to fly a plane, you can go fly that fucking plane. Do you know what I mean? Like me back
Yeah.
in the day, like I used to be very how I am on you see me on Instagram. I'm dancing, I'm joking. Maybe my story is long as well. That used to always be me, back there in Snapchat. I had friends that would say, "Oh, you're too busy. You post too much. Oh, you're too much. Snapchat's not gonna pay you." I listened to them people. I started like holding back on who I was because I'm a character, I'm a personality, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh shit, maybe I do post." So friends deleted me because I was too much. Fast forward 5 years, 6 years, Snapchat's it's big now, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know if you know. Do you know Steve O the Madman?
No, I don't know him.
He's a UK personality, basically like me, yeah. He has bought his fucking house, right? Snapchat has given him a show
Wow.
from being busy, from snapping every day. He documented for 7 years his life to the
Wow.
point where Snapchat gave him a show. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I got you.
and imagine he had to listen to his friends or colleagues or whatever. Oh, you post too much. Oh, you're too much. You're showing your kids off too much. You're posting your woman too much. No, he didn't. He had a vision for himself. Look at him now. He bought his house. He used to live in a 2 bedroom apartment. I think he has 3 kids or 4. Anyone in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. But he now is a successful man because he did not listen. So block out anyone that's negative, anyone that's talking shit. Even when I started this, right? When I was doing the music thing, I had people that were laughing at me. Who does he think he is? You know, oh, he's not going to go anywhere with this, blah, blah, blah. Look at me now. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you something then. Are these people like Africans?
Yeah.
Okay, another question. Why do you think like we Africans were always against each other when it comes to being successful?
I think
Is it
because if it's
jealousy?
not, it's jealousy. If it's not, my pastor told me this, right? He's actually my in-law as well. One of the reasons why he thinks I got injured and stuff is like, my mom went to church, yeah, and was like, "Oh, goody, my son is going to America. He's going to be a footballer. He's going to be this. He's going to be that." And she didn't really like. He would have rather my mom keep it quiet. You get me? That's how
Yeah,
he feels because I got injured. I hear it, but I just think it was just bad luck. You get me? So it's
yeah,
just we know. Say for instance, see me, yeah. I always say this when if I go through that door and I start doing madness, yeah, people are coming with me. Do you get me? People, I'm not gonna be there. Oh, I want to be. Oh, everyone just love me, goody. No, 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 no. I bring. But obviously, you have to have. At the end of the day, you have to have a talent as well. You have to be. Your work rate has to be good. No one's coming with me, and you're just lazy and just gonna ride off my coattails. No,
Yeah.
you have to offer me something as well to get me like. So I think with black people, they just don't like seeing other people doing well. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, to be honest. But it's too common. But that's what I'm saying. I want to be the guy to break that course, to break that barrier. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay. If you were to look back to the young version of yourself to now, what would you
yeah,
say to yourself?
I would say I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you because Wendy, there's a lot. Do you know what's fucked? Yeah. Sorry for cursing, right? Because I just curse
No,
a
no,
lot.
not problem at all. It's very
um, like, not. I'm a deep guy. People know me as a funny guy and all that, but I am a deep guy as well. Yeah. People, they, and I do say a lot, like as in, like I do give my life out there, what goes on, because I want to be transparent. Because on social media, a lot of people like to lie and, like, say for instance you're down bad with money. Yeah? People still want to portray that, oh, I have money, but like,
Yeah,
they'll go and
sure.
buy the latest this, that, and that to show, oh, look at me, I have money, I'm this. I
That's
will
true.
never do that. If I'm struggling, I will let my audience know, listen, I'm struggling, that. But there's always a plan to it, because like, I'm trying to show you that, oh, yes, I'm going through all this, but I'm overcoming. You get me? Me,
Yeah,
bro, there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, behind all this phone stuff that people don't know. You get me? But I just
yeah,
keep going. So my younger self looking at me now is like, I'm proud of you because you've come a long way. Wendy, I've suffered. I've suffered. It's not easy. It's not fucking
no,
easy.
no.
And like I said, I had two kids, and from when Tiago was born, my son, a switch clicked in my head. It said to me, right, and this was in the middle of doing all this content stuff. Like I've already popped, I've already blown, as in like people know what you're doing, da da da. I said to myself, right, you have two here now, and you know what you've been through to get everything that you have. I need to put my all into what I'm doing to make sure that when these lot grow up, they do not suffer 1% of what I went through. Not 1%. That's what I do. What I do. This is why I'm gonna bust my ass hard. These kids will not suffer how I did. You get me? And if they
Yeah,
did, I don't care. I don't want to hear people say, "Oh my God, you're such a great dad. You did everything." Da da da. No, shut the fuck up. These kids cannot endure 1% of what I went through. Not one. And this is why I need to bust my ass now. So yeah, I'll be proud of my younger self. Be proud of me now because I haven't given up. I haven't given up. I've stopped at one field. All I know, Wendy, is football. All I know, not academically smart, all that, all I know. But I'm at the going, a new lane has opened up for me, and I'm doing well, but there's levels to go. Do you get me? There's no point in dwelling, oh yeah, you're popular, people know who you are. No, no, no. What the fuck is that? Oh, a few IG followers, what the fuck is that? That's nothing.
yeah.
My bank account is the same amount as my leave card. That's not right. Do you know what I mean? That's not right. So there's levels to go. So yeah.
Okay. For If I Speak, do you have a
Mm.
target audience for If I Speak? Like when you wanted to start, do you have like a target audience? And if you do, did you actually feel like, oh, you met the audience, you met your targets?
Do you know what, right? My purpose to do my podcast was to motivate and inspire the youth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I kind of went away with that because it was a bit of season one, and it was kind of part of my personality where it's like I was showing you my aggressive side. Like I care for
Mm.
black people. You get me?
Yeah.
So with season two, I'm gonna go back to that where I'm gonna try and inspire the youth. Like I said, I want kids to grow up that live in areas that I live in, yeah, council estates, where they know nothing but selling drugs, being on the dole, working in a retail or working in fucking coffee shops, all that. I want them to look at me and see because of Goody, and they can relate and say, he went through all of this, but look at how he is now. You get me? That's how I look at Conor McGregor. Irish people, I don't give a fuck. You hate him, you think he's this, you think he's that. He has shown me that a man from Ireland, I was on the dole before. Wendy collecting €100 a week. Yeah. So was
Yeah.
he. Now he's a multi-millionaire, soon to be a billionaire. What he's doing. He's shown that with your talent, hard work, dedication, you can make it. So that's what I want to do for the kids where I grew up, council estates, that they look at me and be like, right, Goody, We used to see Goody getting the bus, Lewis, see him around the square, seeing him at McDonald's, seeing him running around with his daughter and his son. We seen him in Little. Look how far, look at what he's done with his life. Do you know what I mean? I want to be that. I want to be that guy. They look at me and they see hope. So yeah, more for like the youngers coming up. Because me, I feel like when I was coming up, the olders, my olders, they never really gave us information or tried to help or all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to be that for the kids now coming up. You get me?
What is something that people doesn't seem to understand about you? That you think sometimes they think of the wrong thing about you that they don't really know that this that is not.
It's the aggressiveness. It's how I do it. It's listen, Wendy. They haven't. If you know me personally, people that know me personally, yeah, they know this is me. See where I'm on camera with you now. I'll be the same with my girl, my brothers, my
Yeah,
sisters, my friends. Work.
yeah.
I'm just constantly. It's just aggressive.
Like
You know what I mean? So when you're just
yeah,
used to it, like people will ring me, be like, "Oh my God, you should have been a bit calmer." No, that's if you want to be calm and that you go start a podcast, you
yeah,
go be calm. This is me, and I'm not saying this in a dickhead way. It's like I can't adapt and I can't be calm. I can be calm, but if I feel very strongly about something like racism or you know fucking football opportunities for black people, I will be aggressive with it because there's no point in dilly dallying. I always say, if you ever see like you hear that term, oh, I want to open doors for people. No, I want to break through doors with a hammer. That's how I'm getting into things. I'm smashing these doors through so people can get opportunities because there's so much talented people. There's so much, inspiring people to just need opportunities and you don't get them. And people are quiet.
yeah.
I'll say it. And I've talked about racism. When you talk about racism, they don't like it. And I can understand why people are scared, but I won't be scared. I'll talk about it because it happens. You get me? It happens. So, am I misunderstood? Yes, but like they always say, man, that's a genius. All geniuses are crazy. All geniuses are
So
crazy.
when did you become interested in sports? Like, was it when you were young, or just something like maybe you're like, oh, let me just do it because everyone is doing it? Because I see a lot of black kids this is, oh, my friend is doing it, or my brother cousin is something like that. Oh yeah, I want to try as well. I want to play football. When did you realize, oh, this is what I want to do?
I think it was my dad just growing up watching like the French team. Also, a lot of the French team has a lot of black players. So my dad would watch a lot of football. So I was just interested from there. And I think my cousin brought me down to his team. He was like 2 years older than me. And I just played for his team, blah blah blah. And then they put me on the younger team then. And I
Yeah,
just started from there, and it just became an obsession then. You know what I mean? I went because I was playing like for Kingswood. This was just a local team, local leagues. Then I stepped up to Shelbourne. That was DDSL. DDSL is the main, like the best age group best league you can play at your age group and stuff like that. So I just started playing that. We started winning trophies, and then from then it just became an obsession. Like I'll watch like this is my schedule. When I'm off on a Saturday, right?
yeah.
There's a half 12 game, there's a 3 o'clock game, there's a half 5 game. That's all the English league. Then I'll watch 7 o'clock. I'll watch Italian league. I'll watch the Spanish league as well. Then half 10 match of the day. My girlfriend, unless she goes into our room, she does not see that TV till 11 o'clock.
I think most men are like
I
that.
am obsessed. I'll be on YouTube. I'll be watching players. I'll be watching coaching sessions. I'll be watching training. I'm obsessed. I love football with all my heart. I just love it. I love it.
Oh, wow. All right. And also, could you like talk to me? Who was your great supporter back then when you started playing football?
My mother. My mother. Listen, my mother's funny. She has never been to a game. She's never seen me play. She's never seen me score a goal. She's never seen any of that. But she's been my biggest supporter ever. My mom, a couple of weeks ago, actually, my friend was at a party with my mom, and she was like, yeah, we're all our friends. She was like, oh, put on YouTube. My son's on YouTube. Look at my son. My son's a star. Run up them views. Get him views. Get him views. She's gas. She's so funny. Yeah, my mom definitely. She's the one that, she sponsored me going to America and stuff. Like she was like, there were some weeks the kids at home because obviously in America you're on a scholarship, but you can't work because you're on a work visa. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they my mom sent me money over for me to survive. And there was some weeks where look, she's on social welfare. Do you know what I mean? She's not working. She sent me money. They're at home eating dry bread. Do you know what I mean? Like, so,
Yeah.
but look, it will have to be done because at the end of the day, if I make it, everyone's good. You get me? So that's even my motivation now. Like just to make it and just to give back to her. Just make sure that she never has to worry about money again. You get me?
Yeah.
Like we can say all we want. Oh, like people always say, money's not a big thing, and oh, it's all about your happiness, all this. When your electricity is on -2 euro and it's doing chwee, you smiling and laughing and doing is not going to top up your electricity. When your stomach is playing drums and you're hungry, you're smiling and your happiness is not going to feed you. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's money.
Yeah.
So like I've seen it with like I'm sure you watch like Nella Rose, all these people, Chunks. They're all YouTube personalities, whatever. I watch them, I see, I hear them. They're successful through content. So if I
Yeah.
can do the same like that and then put my man in a position where she never has to worry again, I've done my job.
Okay. In the next 5 to 10 years, what do you see yourself accomplish?
In the next 4 to 10 years,
Yeah.
in the next 4 to 10 years, if I continue to keep God first, if I'm consistent,
Mm-hmm.
I can do anything. I'm being serious. This is not even being a joke. I always say to my girlfriend, and I always tell people, yeah, to be great and successful, you have to have that delusion. Do you get me? And I listened to
Yeah.
Pastor Mike Todd. He's doing a sermon called Crazy Faith right now, and he was talking about, he had visions of, and he wrote it down of everything that he ever wanted for his church. His church, I think it's worth like 50 million or something or whatever, yeah. But before that, like there was like no chance of him having that. But it was crazy at the time until it happened. You know what I mean? So you have to have crazy faith. It's only crazy until it happens. So me, my belief, if I could continue to keep God first, pray every day, give God all the glory, God will give me the victory. And I'm deadly serious. So I can do anything, anything,
Okay.
100%.
So, what advice would you give to a youth that's about to start a football career in their life?
A football career, um, do your extras. So obviously you'll go training, yeah. And this is what hopefully my son likes football, and obviously I'll teach him the keys to what I wasn't doing. So don't just go training and then that's it. Then you go home. Maybe if you're off on a Wednesday, that day your teammates are probably chilling, playing PlayStation, da 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 da. You're training. You get me?
Yeah.
Eat right as much as you can. Obviously, he's gonna be a kid, and I'm not gonna be too fucking hard on him. Like, you're gonna have a chocolate bar, or whatever. But I'm gonna try and like make him eat well as much as possible, not the way I did. You get me? Because nutrition is a big part as well. You see me right now, I'm drinking. My son, he's not drinking. I don't care what he says, especially if he, wants to be a footballer. He's not drinking. My daughter's funny. She says to me a couple of weeks ago, I said, I don't want you drinking like you. My daughter's 9. She goes, yeah, but Dad, you drink. It's like, okay, how would you even respond to that? You know what I mean? How would you even respond to that? You know what I mean? And it's heavy as well. It's every week fucking drinking. But it's like, no, obviously I'll tell them that obviously for you, it's obviously breaking down my body. I'll be tired a lot of times, hangovers, you're not sharp, you're not focused, all that type of stuff. So that's my advice for kids. Wait until like you know, you're established, you have your career, then you can you have your money there. You never have to work in your life. Then you can start like kind of slipping away or whatever once you're secured. I mean, get in the door for it before you start partying, all that type of stuff. But hard work, dedication, and keep God first. If you don't have God first, you will not do anything. And I'm a testament to that. People can look at it, oh, he's chatting shit, he's preaching, blah, blah. Trust me, everything that I have right now, from this house, my girl, my son, my health, my podcast, God gave me all this because I asked and I prayed for it. I already have my daughter. I prayed to God. When Amy told me she was pregnant, I prayed. I said, give me a boy. Give me a boy. Pray for this house. Give me this house. Pray to have a podcast. He gave me it. If you don't keep God first, forget. Forget.
Okay. So, your opinion on the impact of social media in the life of youth these days?
My opinion on social media.
Yeah, especially in the life of youth these days.
Listen, I literally had this conversation with my sister. Social media, yeah, okay. You know, it can be like one of my friends. He'll go on socials and he'll see footballers the same age as him. Yeah, they have all the drip, they have all the cars, the watches, the earrings, all that, and he'll be depressed. He's like, why am I not like that? I say to him, like, bro, like, don't listen. use that as inspiration because internet, literally, internet can change your life. Bro, you can make money from your phone.
Yeah.
That's how I look at social media anyways. You can legit become something from your fucking phone. The reason why me and you are here today is our phones. I was doing this. I was doing this. Ended up having a podcast. You see me. We're here today. Do you get me? You can make a
Exactly.
career for yourself out of your fucking phone. You can vlog from your phone, YouTube from your phone, all of that. I think social media, like it gets its stick, it gets its flack. But I think it's a great place to network. For me, see, I have 2 pages, right? Like yourself, you have your personal page and you have this your content page, yeah. And on my personal page, obviously, I have all my friends or whoever wants to follow me, whatever. But on this page, I have MMA fighters, YouTubers, podcast people, singers, producers, all that. That's networking. Let's walk. Let's do stuff. Do you get me? Like Black Warriors had a show the other day. Look at that. You know, that's networking. Then people, I missed it because obviously I had a wedding. If I had a went there and oh, we follow each other on social, da, 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 or if I don't follow you, oh, what do you do? Oh, you do this. Let's network. You know what I mean? Let's get together. Let's get some work. Let's make some money. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
me, yes, social media has its negative sides, blah, 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 but I think it's great. I think it's a great tool to use for networking and stuff. And it can literally legit change your life. I've seen it. Like I said, Harry Pinero, Chunks, Philly, they are not who they are without social media. Point blank, period. They are not who they are without social media. Simple.
Yeah. And how would you say social media has helped your career as well, ever since you started?
Wendy, I talk to strangers every day. It's fucking weird. I have strangers texting me, love your podcast, love what you do. Oh yeah, cool, bro. Love, thank you for your support. I have people. I remember one guy sent me a message from South Africa. I said, "Raw, this is mad." He's like, "I've seen you from where you're headed. I've seen your growth. You're doing well. Me too. I'm inspired by you. I want to start a podcast." Some guy from Germany texted me a while ago as well. Because of you, I want to start a podcast. There's a kid that's texting me now. He's 14. He's like, he sees me because I go gym all the time. You know what I mean? Like he's like, because of you now, I've stopped smoking. I'm going gym. Like I'm cutting out weed. I'm stopping drinking. Da da da. He even sent me today. He was in the gym working out. It's mad, and it's for me. It really touches me because it's like I'm inspiring people. This is what I've set out to do. People can talk and say shit about me all they like. I know the purpose I'm trying to serve. I know the mission God has sent me on, and it's working
Yeah.
because I'll tell you another story. This one is actually it giving me goosebumps now. Yeah, I was in the gym 2 weeks ago, and a traveler came up to me. So if you've seen my stuff, you've seen how much like I fuck with the traveling community. Like
Yeah.
I love them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And these are the same people. I've been called a black bastard, you nigger, you this. How are you? Huh? Monkey? Yeah. It's happened. These are the same people that have done this shit to me, and I fucking love them. Yeah. Traveler came up to me. He was like, "Are you Dongo Productions?" I was on the bike. And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Thank you for sticking up for us travelers." Finally, someone stuck up for us, and he gave me a hug. Oh, bro, I was nearly in tears. Do you get me? It's like,
Yeah.
goody, you're on the right path. Yes, you're getting stick. People think you're a bit too much, da da da, da, but you are inspiring and you're motivating people. Clap for yourself. So yeah, man. Well, I think I've made a good impact on social media, anyways. I think it's been great and talking and engaging with people and getting that feedback, knowing that you're helping someone getting through that
Yeah.
mental state and all that. Nah, brilliant, brilliant.
Okay, so what do you believe to be one of your weakness and how are you improving on it?
Weakness.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fucking job interview. Fucking hell. Uh,
Everyone has a weakness. Everyone has something they're not
weakness.
good at.
Oh, yeah. My weakness used to be Wendy. I'll have a little bit of laugh on it. All my weakness used to be women. Oh, hey, women used to be my weakness. I'll just see small yash and I'm off. You know what I mean? I'll see small breast and I'm off. I was like enemy back. I was back in my mom's couch over that shit. Yeah. Fuck's sake. But weakness. Oof. I can fly out the handle a bit. I can fly off the handle. Sometimes when the situation can be like, yeah, just chill out. You know what I mean? Relax. But my fuse can be like, phew, I'm off. And then 10 minutes later, I regret. I'm like, you should have been a bit more calmer. You get me? So that's one of
Yeah.
the things that if I can, yes, obviously I'm still gonna be passionate, fiery, all that type of stuff, yeah. But just
Yeah.
sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, so if I could have a weakness, it'd be that I can fly off the handle a little bit sometimes.
So sorry. Oh yeah, I was just replying someone. Okay, so aside from sports, what is something that interests you more aside from sports?
Like from sports, just chilling out,
Just
chilling
chilling
out,
out.
having a conversation, um, my children. Yeah, man. Listen. I'm a busy person.
Yeah.
Trust me. I'm very busy, but I'm very
Let
simple.
me
I'm
just
very simple. I like clothes. I like clothes. Fashion. I like clothes.
You like clothes? I will say I
Yeah.
noticed that when you say children, I noticed like when I watch a story, I notice where you are with your kids and your family. I really say that is really like it's so difficult for you to see some men to be like that, to be honest with you. Like you see men that have family, they won't even put them up, not even on the story. You would think they have no life except themselves, but you show that you care. You always bring them up, having conversation, taking them out. I just
Yeah.
want to acknowledge that.
And that's the thing. Like I want again, and I know. Listen, I don't. It might sound like I'm not trying to do this thing right.
Yeah,
That I'm trying to get women on my side. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Because especially season two, the subject of black women and stuff like that, we're gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? How we are with them and stuff. And that's not me trying to get that like I've seen America where there's candidates going for our presidency. They try and
yeah,
get the black vote. I'm not trying to get the black woman's kind of approval or the love and da da da. No, it's like how can how can I be better to improve? Do you get me? And how I'm gonna do that is through my son. And how I'm trying to show like the youngest. If you have a kid with someone, yeah, it's okay. Like post your kid, like post your woman. It's okay. Like you know what I mean. Like so, if someone like me is doing that, that's gonna inspire someone else. Like oh, it's okay to be a family man. Men do that. I was do like I would never deny my child. Let me be honest with you, right? Let me keep a book with you. So obviously, when I was with my ex, I'd obviously add a girl on Snapchat and do whatever I'll do. Yeah, I know. As soon as I post my daughter, questions are coming. Are you with the mother? Where's the? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
is that your child? I will never deny my children for us. Never. Do you get me? But there are men that do that. That will not post their kid or nothing because the questions will come. I used to with it, and then you start lying, and then girls who are sharp will start doing their investigations, and you're fucked. You get me? So that's why
Yeah.
I think it's important for me to do that side because to show that youngers who are 20, 21, 22, who have families and that, bro, all that. Listen, take it from me. Anyone that's young that's watching this, it's not worth it. Trust me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
If you were
So that's why I'm
to
not
be
doing that.
remembered, what would it be? If you want to be
Yeah,
remembered
again,
for one thing.
if I wanted to remember for one thing, I always say I'll say two things. Yeah,
Okay, go on.
that I spoke my mind. I want people to always be able to speak their mind, be free. You know, never ever. If you feel strongly about something, and you could be far left, like they could all be saying grass is green, but if you think it's blue, stand
Yeah,
out from the crowd. I mean, say it. Speak your mind. Speak your fucking mind. Don't hide. And back yourself always. And then two, I never gave up. I never ever gave up. No matter what tribulations, what trials, whatever, I never gave up. That's what I'm going to be remembered for.
okay. So tell me about two most influential people in your life and how they impact your life.
Number one, always God, because no matter what, I know He will. Friends will fail you, family will fail you,
That's true.
girlfriend, teacher, whatever. They will all fail you. God will never fail me. Never.
That's true.
Even if He puts me in situations where, like I said, when that fire happened, it was a real. It was like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Like, why is this happening
Yeah.
to us? Why? My mother's crying every day. Everyone's depressed, you know. But it was a test of like, you know, you're gonna get through this. You know what I mean? Like, just trust in me. I'm setting you up for something great. You get me? So number
Yeah.
one influence person in my God is God. Yeah. Second, this is tough because obviously you have the kids and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say the
Okay.
kids. I'll say the
Okay.
kids.
I see. So let me just ask you, what's the future plan for Dunga production? Like, what should we expect?
Future plans for Donga Productions. I really, I want to be like on the level of like Conor McGregor, like that type of level, and not to flex on people or like that, just to come back to my community and be able to say it can be done. You get me? Like,
Yeah.
bro, where I'm from, Brookfield,
Yeah.
kids all they know is drugs and fucking, you know,
Yeah.
nonsense and just being on the dole and not just no ambition, no nothing. I want to be that person that breaks that generational course of, bro, nah, we can get up and we can rise and we can be something in life. You get me? So, like I said, I'm the oldest of my family. I want to inspire and motivate my brothers and my sisters to show them that, look, I'm your big bro. I want to be the leader. You get me? And I always say to God every day, if it has to be me, yeah, speaking like this, and people probably looking at, oh, this guy's deluded. Oh, because we live in a country where it's a crabs in a bucket mentality. You can't speak like this, and people look at you like you're
Yeah.
crazy. But the one person,
Yeah.
like I said, Conor McGregor, he spoke. He said it. I am the best. I'm the champion. I'm this. All you guys suck. Look at him. He's successful. You get me? So that's my thing, man. That's my thing. I really want to go back. I want to be the best content creator in Ireland. I want to be like number one. That's it. And I will work my ass off to do that. I will suffer for that. All of that. No matter how bad it gets, I'll keep going. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, any few things that you'd like to say before we run up? Advice, word of thoughts?
Um, just keep subscribing to me. I've got content coming up. I'm back recording in my manager told me to do that. I think next week or the week after. Subscribe to
Okay.
Dongo Productions. There's content coming. There's the podcast. I'm gonna be doing more than the podcast. Like I'll do like, you know, vlogs with the family. You're gonna see like a bit how I live, and
Okay.
the kids will be on there and stuff. Yeah, just loads of content coming, man. Just work. I just want work. I just want work.
Okay. Okay. No problem. Thank you so much for coming tonight. It really means a lot to me.
Yeah, thank you, Wendy, for having me. And yeah, listen, everyone here that's from my page, go follow this girl, support her thing, man, support her journey. Let's rise
Thank
this
you so
woman up,
much.
man. You're fantastic. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Love. You too. You too. In a bit.
Okay, thank you so much everyone for joining. Please do not forget to follow us. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. I have the link in my bio there. And I'll see you next week at 5 o'clock. And good